Okay, we're here today with Sharon and Barry Doyle at the GLM conference. Hi. And we're going to have about a 5-minute conversation about coaching. The first question is, and feel free, either one of you, to respond, or both, why were you attracted to coaching?
You know, the hardest thing for anyone to do, and it really doesn't matter, kind of where you are, is to take a look outside yourself. You know, it's hard to know whether or not you're a good witness unless somebody tells you you're a good witness. It's hard to evaluate anything that you're doing yourself. Sometimes you need an outside set of eyes, kind of looking in and giving you some feedback on the kinds of things that you're doing. And that was one of the things I was really interested in doing, was getting some feedback on what I was doing in terms of running my business, in terms of running the business of a law practice, and it's been really valuable to me.
I think Barry, as a solo practitioner, sometimes it can feel kind of lonely. So it's good that coach is in your corner and you have that sounding board. And I think it helped him and gave him confidence and gave him direction when there kind of was nobody else for him to go to, because it was him.
So what has been, thus far, the major benefits to having been coached by Sammy and myself?
Well, I joined Barry's firm in August, and I've sat in with the coaching, and what I've seen is it helps bring focus to Barry and what he's trying to do with the practice, and to both of us and where we want the practice to go. And it's someone, like I said, who's on your side, but someone who's going to hold you accountable with, all right, 2 weeks ago you said you're going to do this. Where are we on this? And let's set a date that you have to do that, because it's really easy to make a big wish list of I want to do this, that, and the other thing, and it's all talk and nothing happens. So coaching not only gives you focus, it makes you responsible to yourself because somebody else is looking out for you.
Mm-hmm.
There's two things that kind of come to mind immediately. One is, we're on the phone every week. We're on the phone every Wednesday in our case, and the fact that we're on the phone every Wednesday means that at least once a week I'm sitting down and actually thinking about and talking about my business, and it's actually more often than that. But there's this difference between working on your business and working in your business. And if you're going to be running a business, you really need to spend some time working on it and not just in it. And it's really very easy to just get sucked up in that week's crisis in terms of a brief is due, the client's unhappy, this has to be done, and when you have that accountability or that schedule where you're going to be on the phone every Wednesday or whatever day of the week it is, it creates a certain amount of discipline of sitting down and really thinking about what it is you want to do. The other thing is that it gets you thinking past today, past what do I need to do this week, this month. And it gets you thinking, where do you want to go long term? How are you going to deal with this contingency? I had an attorney who I had working for me earlier this year, and I knew that it was a non-functioning relationship, and it was one that was going to have to end sooner or later. And it's an unpleasant thing to think about and deal with, and part of the dialogue that we had got me thinking about how am I going to really adjust my practice to deal with the departure and eventual replacement of this person. If I'd been sort of left to my own device, she'd probably still be working here. Instead, we've had a parting of ways, and I think the practice is better for her.
Now, a lot of what you've said will be in part answer to this last question, but it's why can you recommend coaching to other lawyers, including what you've already said, but what would be probably the most powerful